Shadows in the dark, 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 dark.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Shadows in the Dark. I'm sorry if there's a little bit of delay between the intro music and me clicking on the mic. I was paying attention to something else. And if someone is trying to call in, if you'll hang on 1 second, somebody keeps trying to call in. Let's get the show rolling, and then we'll start the call-in. So we're going to bring some guests on the line with us. But I just lost my train of thought. But well, welcome to the show, everyone. This is going to be our 24-hour Anniversary Bash pre-show. So tonight we're going to kind of welcome on some of our guests who will be part of this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully you're going to be joining us down in St. Augustine on April the 18th. And if you're not, at least you can tune in. Now, so we've got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, for those who are part of it, or even for those who are listening in, plan on coming down. We want to encourage you to call in tonight, but once we open up the lines for those call-ins, of course, and we'll give out that number once we get there, but we're going to just say a few things before we get started tonight. And for anybody who is new to the show, I'm Jeremiah Greer. I am the host of the show, along with my co-host, Sonia Dore, and Sonia Dore is our nice little crystal skull who sits between the monitors and stares at me with a goofy grin throughout the entire show. Now, if I sound a little rough tonight, I am sick, a little stuffy. I guess it's the change in the weather. It was 75 degrees and snowed for a couple days, and then it was 75 degrees. So, of course, it's kind of freaky weather around here right now. And, I definitely want to say welcome to those who have joined us in the chat room over there on our website, shadowsinthedarkradio.com, as well as over at Dark Plains Radio at darkplainsradio.com. They just got finished up with a great show over there called Haunty Hunters. So if you ever get a chance, check them out because they're on at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and they go up until 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And great show over there with the group from Mr. G and their whole group over there, World Paranormal Society. So wonderful show. You should check it out sometime, and very popular show as well. Well, we're going to be asking in the chat room, what is that call-in number? We're going to give that out in just a few minutes or two once we go to our little bit of our segment breaker. Then we'll give out that call-in number once we get back, because at that point we'll have some people on the line with us, and then we'll ask you to call in. So, I tell you, this is going to be a lot of fun. We've got this event coming up. We've been planning it for about 6 months. A lot of great creative minds behind the planning of this 24-hour Anniversary Bash. Of course, we're doing it with Ripley's Believe It or Not. I honestly cannot believe it, but it is happening. And again, if anybody, I see some people are trying to call in. Patience, please, patience. I'm going to open up the show for a few minutes, and then you can call in. We'll get you on the line. But I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, we are just right around the corner from it. Is this Saturday. I can't believe it has come up this quick. Now, a few things in regards to that is we have already made available the event T-shirts, as well as some brand new Shadows in the Dark T-shirts. I know you guys have been wanting it for quite some time, and we have now made it possible. So if you want to go to our web store, which of course if you're in our chat room over there on the right hand side, depending on which chat room you're in, but over on the right hand side, if you're at shadowsinthedarkradio.com, you'll see the image that says click here to visit our web store. If you click on that, it'll take you to it, so you can purchase those t-shirts, or we have the event program, the souvenir program, available in PDF format for only $1. $1, you can have the event program. Now, we'll have the printed version available down in St. Augustine. And some of the T-shirts, the Shadows in the Dark T-shirts, are $12 a piece. It has the logo on the front. and if it's 2X, it is $14. As for the event T-shirts, they are $16 a piece, and 2X is $18. So very reasonable price, and hopefully you guys can pick them up if you want to go ahead and do so. We'll try to get those in the mail to you. You can throw them on if you're coming down to St. Augustine, or wear it while the show is going on. I'm going to be wearing mine the entire time. Of course, I have a whole plethora of Shadows in the Dark T-shirts. I've had some individual ones made. Of course, I've got last year's 24-hour broadcast T-shirt as well, so I'll be probably sporting that throughout some time of the day. So I tell you, man, I am really excited about this, and I'm excited about tonight's show. We're going to have a lot of fascinating people on. We're going to have just a great time with, this is going to be huge. I really am ready for this. The guest lineup we have, either if it's on air or on site, I mean, it goes on and on. We're going to get into exactly who's going to be on, and we're going to also tell you, some of the prizes we're going to be giving away and the value of that. The total value of the prizes we're going to be giving away throughout the 24-hour broadcast will practically floor you. I mean, it's amazing. It is an amazing number, and one of the things that we haven't done is we haven't told what exactly is packaged together and what time that's going to be given away. Now we've done that on purpose, and we'll go a little bit into more why we're doing it like that. But maybe tonight I will release. I've done this one show before on a show I was a guest on. I released the information of one prize package, and we'll let one of our guest hosts tonight pick which hour, and we'll tell you exactly what's going to be given away that hour. But most of these prize packages are worth $400 or more. To be honest, it is just unbelievable. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a quick little break. We come back, we're going to be joined by many people throughout the night, so that's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll see who's going to join us. Really, I don't know who all's going to be calling in tonight. Anybody is more than welcome to call in, and we're going to have a few guests that will be with us the entire time. So back in just a moment. You are listening to Shadows in the Dark, broadcasting live at shadowsinthedarkradio.com and Dark Plains Radio at darkplainsradio.com. The show can also be heard as a rebroadcast at ParaX at para-x.com and available as a podcast at Black Vault Radio at blackvaultradio.com and Planet Paranormal at planetparanormal.com. It's around the corner and going to be heard worldwide. What am I talking about? It's the Shadows in the Dark's 24-hour anniversary bash presented by Haunted Attraction Magazine. Join us as we spend 24 hours broadcasting to you live from the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in St. Augustine, Florida. Getting excited? Well, that's not all. If you want the full effect of this amazing event, you'll need to make your way down to St. Augustine, because there will be live entertainment and you'll have the chance to meet big names in the paranormal community. You'll see the Professor Slim King perform, get to take part in drum circles, have your future told, or aura photographed. We will also be giving away a skunk ape expedition and cast. Of course, don't miss the first ever 3 a.m. Ripley's Ghost Train adventure, where you can ride along with the Master of the Weird Charlie Carlson and Historian of the Strange Robert Damon Schneck. All this is taking place on April 17th at the stroke of midnight and lasting all day on the 18th. And best of all, it's free. You can find more information at shadows24.com. That's the number 24. Event is sponsored by Darkside Inc. at Boudreaux's Bayou Barbecue. Website needs and Days Inn, Historic St. Augustine. Welcome back, everyone. This is the pre-show. So, yes, if you are hearing us, you are listening to our 24-hour anniversary bash pre-show. And right now I have on the line with me Charlie Carlson, Robert Schneck, and Scott Marlowe, who are part of the planners behind this amazing event and are going to be hanging out with us through the night. And like I said, we're going to give out the call-in number. And if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to. We've got some of the guests who are going to be part of this show. They're hanging out in the chat room. You could just be listening to us on the stream. But that number is, that's a good question. Anybody know the number? I don't know the number.
The number to what?
To call into the show. it is 8 area. It is area. It is area code 828-398-4727. So if you'd like to call into tonight's show, we definitely will welcome you to do so. And let me just make sure I got everything in front of me here, so when you do call in, I can answer the call. Hopefully I will answer it correctly, as so far I'm notorious for putting our guest on hold while I answer the phone call. But that's okay. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Charlie, how about you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? You doing good?
I'm doing good. You and your chicken.
That wasn't a chicken. That was kind of a purple thing that looks like a brain that my dog has.
Oh, okay. Your dog has something that looks like a brain?
Yeah, it looks like a purple brain with eyes. There's a squeaky toy.
Oh, man. All right, Robert. There's the chicken. There's the chicken. Robert, how about you? How are you tonight?
Oh, all right. Just looking forward to St. Augustine and tonight's show.
All right, we're gonna have this show is gonna be a little bit crazy tonight. If no one has already hasn't already realized that. Scott, how about yourself? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Is that mic volume a little better now?
It actually, I would probably say for the listeners, it probably sounds great. It's just I have to.
Because I finally got a control panel to come up, so I can dial it down a bit. Is that any better?
Yeah. Well, it's good. We're good.
Okay. All right.
We're good. So, yes, we got quite a few in the chat room that are hanging out with us. Of course, I see Carl Miranda's in our chat room. He's going to call in here sometime as well.
Carl Miranda, the drumming man.
Yes, we've got Dr. Gary Frick, who's going to be part of the event. The Professor Slim King's in our chat room. We've got a few Wookum Head. I don't know who that could be. But, of course, we got Ramsey and Art. As well, Elaine, I guess you would say it. Knock, I don't know who that Knock guy is, but I tell you, he gets on my nerves every show.
But he's so good looking.
That's what they say. That is what they say. But
can't tell from the avatar.
Captain Bugface, away. But it's. But no, it's, we're gathered around tonight around many microphones to talk about this 24-hour anniversary bash that some idiot has decided to do once again. Why in the world he would do so, I don't know. But last year we had a lot of fun. Charlie, you were there on location with us. Robert,
yes, I was in Wilkesboro, North Carolina.
Yes,
at the place where Tom Dooley was incarcerated.
Yes, the old Wilkes jail.
Yeah, the old Wilkes jail. I didn't know that he was. I didn't even know Tom Dooley was real.
Yes.
Until I got to Wilkesboro.
That's right, Tom Dooley, a real story. We were there. Oh no, what in the world's he got now?
I'm adjusting my chair. Do you mind? Oh, that's much better.
Did you run over the chicken again?
Yeah.
Yep. But
I'm a little high here now.
Well, God. But yeah, so this is our second year doing this event. It's we had a blast last year with it. Alav was who was supposed to be on this phone call was not. He was there.
He avoided.
Yeah, he was there with us last year as well, and many people came up to visit us. And I figured Bambi would be in our chat room tonight. She might be out there listening though. Wait, no, somebody said hi, Bambi. Is she there? I don't know, but she was there with us. She drove up from South Carolina, was part of the event, so it was such a huge success that we decided we're going to do it again. And of course, we thought if we didn't, our listeners would probably boo us off the air because they enjoyed it so much. So here we are, 1 year later, but this time a lot larger. And I think one of the really awesome things about this is, last year the value of what we gave away was about $2,500 worth of prizes. This year's is amazing, and whoever wants to be the first to yell it out, please do.
Yell out what?
The value of what we're giving away this year.
It's over $20,000.
Yes, it was like what would we say, like $25,000 plus?
Pushing 25,000. You keep adding to the list.
Yeah, we do.
Jeez, you guys, this is like you're starting your own economic stimulus package here.
Yeah, we are. Yes, exactly. So yeah, I mean, we're going to be giving away over $25,000 worth of prizes. I can't even believe that. $25,000.
We're giving away an airplane. No, we're not.
But I mean, this stuff. As a matter of fact, I do have to add some more to the list. By the way, guys, I haven't put on there. We got. This is great. We got. We got 6 bottles of Ed Boudreaux's Bayou barbecue sauce.
Oh, I want those.
So
that's some good barbecue. That's Carolina barbecue.
So yes, it is. It's Carolina barbecue. We have 6 bottles to add to the list. So I mean, come on, what paranormal or show that focuses on the strange and unusual gives away barbecue sauce? I mean, we're always doing something different. So yeah, we're giving away so much stuff. It's unreal, and one of the reasons why is because of the support we see from our listeners. I mean, this is our opportunity, as well as you guys, your fans, your readers. Scott, you have your own show. Charlie, you're an author. Robert, you're an author. It's an opportunity for us to kind of band together and show our appreciation. I mean, the event's free. We're showering our fans, our listeners, our readers with over $25,000 worth of prizes, putting on all this kind of entertainment in the oldest town in America and considered to be one of the most haunted. I mean, that's amazing.
And if they're there, right there at Ripley's Museum in St. Augustine, they get all this free entertainment too. It's going to go on all day long.
Exactly.
I mean, we're going to have all kinds of stuff going on there. I mean, we've got a tinfoil hat contest. We've got a scavenger hunt. Oh, it's nonstop.
Exactly.
Nonstop for you, too, because you're going to be on the radio for 24 solid hours.
Yeah, that's going to be woo. But Scott, Pangea Institute has pitched in a few things we're going to be giving away. What are those?
Well, we've got a honest-to-goodness swamp ape track that was given to me by the State Museum, a duplicate, of course. I must keep the original for scientific purposes. But we've had it set up so that it can be wall-mounted. And most people seem to ask for that since they don't have cast shelves. And then also we're giving away as a prize a position on one of our upcoming swamp ape expeditions.
Exactly, and it looks like we've got a caller.
And we've got a Elementum Bestia and a Crypto Man T-shirt and a couple other interesting things.
Yeah, and we just got a caller that joined us, and I believe that is Dr. Gary Frick. Gary, you with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, Gary, you're going to be there.
Yes, I am. It's going to be fun. I just want to say something about St. Augustine. For those of you who live anywhere near this area, or if you don't, it's a great place to visit. I live about an hour away from there, and little story about it. My wife and I were in Paris for 4 nights, and then we came back, and we couldn't get Paris out of our system, so we went to St. Augustine. And I remember saying to my wife, honey, this isn't Paris, but this is really good. I mean, the history in St. Augustine goes back to the 1500s. Most of Paris, except for that little island in the middle, it only goes back to the 1800s. And then there's ghost tours there. There's a lot of, it would be a good place for those of you who like ghost tours. And I think the paranormal get together will be really fun. I'm really looking forward to this. You're all going to enjoy it.
This is going to be a lot of fun, and I bet it's really nice when you stay in the Casa Monica Hotel.
Oh, I knew you were going to give me a hard time about that. I thought it would wait till next week.
Wait, he's staying where?
Yeah,
in the Casa Monica? I stayed there last year. It's $500 a night. Of course, I didn't pay for it. My sponsor paid for it.
Not $500. But you see, there's a reason. There's a reason for me staying there, Jeremiah. I think I got you where I want you. There are ghosts there. There have been ghosts. I'm going there on a ghost hunting expedition.
Uh-huh.
You're going there. Okay.
Yeah, you believe me, don't you?
No, not at all.
That's. I believe you because it goes back to when it used to be the Cordova Hotel when Flagler owned the thing. Yeah, there's some ghost stories about that place.
And I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything, but I know that is an area that is focused on during the even the regular tour of St. Augustine. They mention, you probably know about this, Charlie, something about some rich person lost his fortune there because Henry Flagler had control over the railroad.
Yeah, that's one of the stories. Yep.
And people
he
say
wanders the hallway, and all of a sudden he shows up in your room and all this stuff. I've heard all kinds of stories about that fella.
Yeah.
I had an experience there at the Santa Monica.
I haven't seen anything there, but I will say this: it looks like I don't know. It just when you're there, you feel like the place has been there for a while. That's all I can say.
My encounter was down in the cafe when I was looking for something cheap to eat, and I bought a meatloaf sandwich that cost me $9.95.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, Charlie, we get free continental breakfast, so don't, we're good.
Okay, so you got it out of your system, Jeremiah?
Oh, no, I don't. No.
I think we just started.
Or this is only the beginning, right?
That's right. That's right. It's going to be all, 24 hours. I'm going to bug you about it.
I could take it. I'm a psychiatrist. I'll just blame it on your relationship with your father or whatever.
That's good. And let me remind everybody out there, if you want to call in, that number is 828-398-4727. I did just get word from our missing guy, Alal Phillips. He should be calling in at some point or something along those lines. We'll find out. Our conspiracy guy, nothing unusual for him to disappear. So,
maybe there's a conspiracy involved.
I'm sure there is. Yeah, there. With him, there always is. But I tell you, great turnout in the chat room tonight.
Area 51 or someplace.
But I tell you, so Charlie, what in the world have you?
I got these goats, and this goat came in the house.
It's you remind me of like Carrot Top.
Carrot Top.
Yes. You
know, here.
Yeah, at least it's like you got a box of all kinds of crap right beside you.
My dog's toy box.
But no, I tell you, we're gonna have a lot of great people there with us during this whole 24-hour event, and it's hard to explain this thing because it's like two events going on at the same time. We've got the on-air broadcast that will be going on 24 hours, and then we've got everything else that's going on in forms of other kinds of entertainment. The Professor Slim King, we're tying up Gary Lester and throwing him in a bag, and you can have your aura photographed. I mean, it goes on and on. And
now don't forget, now Stinky's going to show up. You take pictures with Stinky too.
That's right. I mean, there's so much stuff. It's hard to even remember anymore what all we've got going on.
Jeremiah, the guy who's chained up in the bag, we're setting the bag on fire too, right?
That's right. We're going to pour gasoline all over the bag and set it on fire. He doesn't know that though. We'll do that after he gets in the bag. We'll tell him.
Now I hope we got a couple of movie cameras there so we can do the Prestige too.
Yes, I'm bringing my. I've got a high definition prosumer video camera. I'm bringing that somebody needs to carry around.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be filming, taking pictures. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, this is for me personally, this is the biggest thing I've ever done. I mean, last year was pretty big for us and was a huge success, but this year just dwarfs it. I mean, it just makes it look so small.
But don't say fire too loudly around Ripley's. That makes them very nervous there.
Yeah,
because that place burnt down one time, or it caught on fire, right?
Yeah, and actually a couple of people died in the fire.
Oh,
wow. They're the ghosts that haunt the place.
And and you get a chance to go in there if you ride that early morning, late night, or whatever special ghost train they're going to run. They're actually going to stop and go in that place.
Yeah,
No,
EMF
just don't go up in that dang penthouse after midnight. Robert and I had enough problems there.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I mean, last year we broadcast from a haunted location, and we're doing it again right out of the Castle Warden there. So we kind of keep in with the theme, but it's a nice place. It looks like a castle for those who are not familiar with it. I mean, I tell you, this is it's amazing, and I really. It's hard to believe that it's even been put together. When I look at everything, I did finally clear out the computer room and pack a bunch of stuff in the truck I had to rent to bring all the stuff down. A lot of the prizes and all that kind of stuff. I had to go and rent a truck because I didn't have anything big enough to haul all this stuff. And the computer room was literally, I was surrounded by books and CDs and T-shirts and I mean all kinds of stuff. I mean it was just unreal, and we're still adding stuff, which is crazy.
Yeah, and I got to go pull a trailer together and get it all loaded up too.
Yes,
that's going to be a real bear.
Are we giving away anything to eat? That's why we got the barbecue sauce, right?
Yeah, we're giving away barbecue sauce.
We're giving away barbecue, are we?
No barbecue. You just get the
barbecue.
sauce. No, you just get the sauce.
Meatloaf sandwich, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm going to charge $9 for it. And all right, Love says he will be calling in a few minutes. So we have heard from our conspiracy guy. I don't know, he's off somewhere, flying around UFOs at the moment or something. But that's this show is going to be very diverse. For those who are tuning in to Shadows in the Dark for the first time, we are a very diverse show. We do focus on the strange and unusual, but even this 24-hour broadcast, it's not limited to one specific topic. You take just who we've got on the line with us here. There's a diversity there. We've got Carl Miranda's hanging out in the chat room right now. He's an expert on primitive instruments, so he's going to be there doing drum circles with people. I mean, that I want to be part of that. At some point, somebody's going to have to host a show while I go jump in a drum circle.
I did that. I just got through doing it the other night. Carl did a drumming circle in my area, and that is really a lot of fun. I mean, if you never tried it before, you got to get into this. I mean, this is a growing thing in Florida, and I guess across the country too. There's something therapeutic about it. There's no doubt about that. You get through doing about an hour or two on those drums. You just be amazed at the aerobics that's involved to start with. But then there's something that takes place where you're getting in harmony with everybody else in the circle there that really makes you feel good. So and he calls it drumming for wellness, and I think that's a very valid statement because it's a good therapy. It really is. So I tell everybody, try it out. You just be amazed at it.
Yeah, and now with a psychiatrist on the line with us here, Gary, what's your take on that? Do you find it to be therapeutic and help people? Have you ever been involved in anything like that?
No, but it sounds really good. I know I've dabbled in the piano a little bit, and to also get exercise on top of it, and I've known of people who have done that. Yeah, I definitely think that. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd be. Is Mr. Miranda going to be on the radio show at all, or is he's going to be playing?
No, he'll be on. Yes, yeah, he has a slot during the 24-hour broadcast. And now, Gary, I have to ask: the piano that you dabbled on, did it happen to be in the lobby of the Casa Monica?
No. We got folks playing that one. You don't need me.
Therapy just to stay in that hotel.
Jeremiah, I think they have a piano in each room.
No. This isn't the Ritz-Carlton we're talking about.
That was kind of mean, but yeah, you're going to hear it on and on.
It's never going to end. I've accepted that.
Yes, and Carl is mentioning his time. Yes, he'll be on during the 24-hour broadcast from 10 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. For those who are not in Eastern Time, and just to kind of clarify, because there has been a little bit of confusion on exactly when this event is taking place, and I know we had the same problem last year, but this is April the 18th. It is all day April the 18th. Nothing's going on Friday the 17th. Nothing's going on Sunday the 19th. It is all April the 18th. So I guess the best way to 2012 is the year. But so I mean that's the best way to say it. Beginning at what? Yes. Here's the diff. This is where it gets confusing. Thank you, Scott, for typing that in. But it's it begins at midnight on the 17th and goes to midnight on the 18th. So all day Saturday. Just Saturday. That's it. No other time. The whole 24 hours that includes Saturday. Did I say that right? Or the Saturday that includes all the 24 hours, or however you would say that? I don't know. But if anybody,
what's funny? Mm-hmm. You know what's funny, Jeremiah? I've tried to explain this to very intelligent people, and they still don't get it. They'll say, "Oh, you mean Friday night or Saturday?" And they go, "Oh, Saturday," and they'll think it's all a Sunday. I like the way you explain it. It's on all of Saturday. Period. No Sunday, no Friday, but. We're talking doctors and nurses. They still Friday night.
It's confused a lot of people. I talked to one group recently. They're like, "Well, we're coming up Saturday, and the rest of our group's coming up Sunday." And I was like, "Well, they're going to be late." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Nothing's going on Sunday." So it's, But yeah. So I mean, all of Saturday. That's when it's taking place. And I want to remind anybody who's in our chat room listening to us over on Dark Plains as well, hanging out in the Dark Plains Radio Network chat room. If you want to call in, 828-398-4727. We'd like to hear from some of the listeners that have plans of going to St. Augustine, because that's what we want to see. This gives us an opportunity to meet everybody. I mean, the only person I've ever met really on the line with us right now is Charlie. I've never met Robert or Gary or Scott except for through radio shows and phone calls. So this is going to get an opportunity. We all get to kind of meet and greet everybody, and we also want to meet our listeners and readers and fans out there too.
You've never met them? You got a surprise in store.
Yeah, you guys are really going to see a monster. You're keeping me up past my bedtime.
But yeah, I mean, this is
the thing you wake up to next to in the morning looks bad before makeup.
Well, I mean, it's going to be great to get to meet everybody. I mean, this is, I've got word from a lot of our listeners that are going to come down. Well, we got a call. Let's grab this call here. It's an unknown number. I don't know who it is. So, what's your name?
This is Art.
Hello, Art. How you doing?
Beyond Reality. Hold on a second. Let me turn this down.
Okay.
How you all doing?
I'm all right. Can you turn down a little bit more, Art? Or did you turn it all the way down?
Now.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I was still hearing a little bit of echo there. How are you doing, Art?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Jeremiah?
We are doing good.
That's good. And my friends, Gary, Dr. Gary Frick's there, and
hi, Art.
How you doing, Dr. Frick?
Good. I just want to say that you and Marcy have a great show there. A lot of loyal listeners in the chat room. Really spiritually evolved people and good guests. I just thought I'd say that on your behalf, and I hope to say something about it at the 24-hour extravaganza next week.
Hey, we don't plug other shows on our show. What's up with that?
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm just kidding. Oh,
I don't.
No, yes, it is Truth Beyond Reality on Blog Talk Radio is Art and Marcy's show. It is a great show, so tune in to it. Art, give your website, too.
Okay, it's www.blogtalkradio.com/truth Oh man, my brain.
Beyond Reality.
Truth-beyond-reality.
I was on that show, wasn't I?
Were you? I think, yeah, me and you were on it together, right?
Yeah, Charlie, I've heard both of you on it, you and Jeremiah.
Yeah, I was on
You've
that.
Been on that
yeah, so it's got to be a great show if I was on it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That goes without saying.
Yeah. But, oh no, somebody in the chat room is saying Charlie Carlson is handsome.
All right, what's her name?
Wookum Head.
Wookum Head.
Bookman, I believe that's Bambi.
Oh no! Oh man, that's right. She met you it was dark when she met you at the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had a flashlight
Oh yeah, that's
shining
even.
it on my face.
So
And Charlie, there's a question about Miss Scarlett. Is she coming?
She might be there. Yeah, she might come up Saturday.
She can man the kissing booth.
Yeah, she's got a big old tongue.
but Art, you plan on tuning in the entire 24 hours, aren't you?
I'm going to try to as much as I can.
Well, maybe you can win one of those prize packages we're giving away.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of that, you know what? Since we got you on, Art, we'll let you choose. I've done this once, and I'm not sure what show I've done it on. But we're not telling what time a certain prize package is being given away or what's included in that prize package. But tonight we are going to tell one of those prize packages. Art, at what time would you want to know what prize package is being given away?
How about 10:30.
10:30. Now remember, this is 24 hours, AM or PM.
Make it PM.
All right. Well, we'll go with 10 o'clock then, because I don't want to breaking up like that. Let me find it. Man, what a mess I have here. All right. No, that's not it.
Okay, wait.
Here it is. You ready?
Let me check something here real quick.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give this out then. Does that work for you? You going with you going with 10?
Yeah, 10:30. We'll have to do a simulcast between. If we can do it, between 10 and 12.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Hold on, I gave Alav the wrong area code. All right, all right, during the 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. hour, our guest is going to be Jonathan Gray. So this is he's our closing guest. For those who don't know who Jonathan Gray is, he gets into forbidden archaeology. Great guest, and I'm sure everybody will get a kick out of him when he calls me Jeremy about 300 times during that hour. But anyway, all right, this prize package will be given away to one of our on-air listeners, so one of our online listeners. We've got them broken down to online and on-site. It's 12 and 12. This is what's going to be included in that prize package. All right, hold on to your seats, everyone, because this is just amazing. We have a Shadows in the Dark magnet. We do have some of those, thanks to Night Owl, who says her computer's broken or she would be tuning in. She's been making up some magnets for us here lately. Very nice stuff. You'll get a 24-hour T-shirt, so you'll get one of the event T-shirts. I tell you, the sharpest thing I've ever seen in my life. You'll get the Long John Nebel double CD. Of course, you know we are very much admirers of Long John Nebel here on the show. You'll get a signed copy. Ed Myers will sign this book, In Search of Shrunken Heads and Other Oddities. It is a book that's put out by Ripley's. You'll also get a dragon statue, a little dragon statue. It's the Naga. If anybody's familiar with the Naga.
Is that where they get Naga hide?
I'm sure. Yeah, dragon hide. That's exactly. Yeah, you ever had dragon hide boots? I think you wear them whenever you stay at the Casa. Yeah, when you stay at the Casa Monica, I think you're required to wear Naga.
You have to wear them there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
As long as you guys aren't going to play hide the Naga.
No. We also have. You know what's going to be given away during that hour? It is the caricature. Yes, the character of me is being given away during that hour. If you haven't seen this, there is a picture of this character on shadows24.com. That is shadows24.com. It is quite a funny picture. Also, a book called Past Lives, Future Healings. I think it's by everybody's favorite Sylvia Brown. Everybody loves her. Yeah, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Moving on quickly. A full set of back issues of Mysteries Magazine. I don't know how we could give away a full set, but we are giving away a full set of Mysteries Magazine. That includes 22 issues, so from issue number 1 to issue number 22. And
That's a bunch of magazines.
That is a bunch of magazines. Also, I'm not sure about this guy that wrote this book, but the name of the book is Albert Einstein's Message from Heaven. Sure.
As a psychiatrist, I just want to say something. The person who wrote that book is crazy, but the book is really worth reading.
But that's just funny.
But it's the message, not the messenger. Just remember that.
I tell myself that every time I pick one up. No. Yes, Albert Einstein's Message from Heaven by the one and only Dr. Gary Frick, who is joining us tonight. So that is what will be included in that prize package. So that's kind of a little bit of a sneak peek of what some of the other prize packages are like. They don't all have the same thing, but they are pretty much very similar in size. I will definitely say that.
Hey, that's you're gonna have to rent a truck to haul the prize to whoever wins.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dreading the shipping cost when I get back home.
Well, you don't think the truck you got.
All right, we've got another caller coming again. Let's grab this while we're here. Caller, this is area code 386-274. Who we got on with us?
This is Carl.
That's
How are you, Jerry?
We got another three.
Jeremiah.
Yes, hey, Carl, how are you?
Maintaining, just hanging out here with my children and listening to the show. They're really excited and trying to figure out how to get them over to Ripley's Believe It or Not next week.
Oh, all right. So they coming with you?
I'm working out something, trying to work out something to get them all down there. They might not be able to go with me on the van, but they might go with their mother and try to get them out there.
Well, I hope so.
Hey,
Yeah,
Carl,
I don't think I would want them to miss that. I think it'll be really, really fantastic.
Hey, Carl, are you going to bring your didgeridoo?
I'm going to bring everything I can fit in the van, even if I have to take a plunger and just shove everything in there. I'm going to do it. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I'll be bringing you a special drum, Charlie, the big one.
Good.
We'll be bringing the big one. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, it's amazing everything that you have set up for that. I mean, 24 hours. Just make sure you drink a lot of Red Bull, Jeremiah. You're going to need a lot of energy there. I'll see if I could bring some drinks and tablets or something. I'll pass them on to you while you're on the show if I see you starting to your eyes start closing or something like that.
I'll prescribe you some amphetamines, Jeremiah. I'll be the Dr. Feelgood.
There we go. See, I knew having a doctor as part of this whole event would be worthwhile somehow or another. But no.
Popular person there.
But no.
I was listening to the doctor there, and I really hope that he joins in the drumming, and not much will have to be explained. As soon as he starts drumming, and within a few minutes, he's going to feel what Charlie Carson was talking about. That unseen energy that you get when you get community together, especially when there's people sitting down that really don't know each other and have probably even taught different languages. And the energy just starts flowing, and by the time they leave, they're actually, shaking each other's hand, if not hugging each other, and stuff like that. So it's going to be amazing, and I just hope that he gets a chance to really sit in for a few minutes and drum away. So.
That'd be great. And I have to say, I think that's great. You're gonna, trying to bring your kids up there. My kids will be up there off and on throughout the day. I mean, we try to be a very family-friendly show. and that's the way we wanted this event to be. Of course, we're doing it with Ripley, so I mean that definitely says something along the lines of family involvement. And we know we have a lot of families who listen to the show on a regular basis, and we always take that into consideration. And we think it's great that people are they feel comfortable enough with the show to bring their kids to hear us talk about some unusual, some controversial things. And I think that says something about the times that we live in right now.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be fantastic. Well, anyway, I'm going to get off the phone. The kids have school tomorrow, so I'm going to try to tuck them all in, and I'll be listening for the rest of the evening. And I'll be in the chat room there listening to. You guys are just making me laugh, so it's pretty neat. So,
all right.
So
all right,
good
thanks,
night
Carl.
to all you guys, and till next week, man. Let's just party up. Talk to you guys soon, all right?
All right, Carl.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, yeah, I got to get off the phone too. But I have a quick question for Dr. Frick here, real quick.
Here I am.
Okay, what is your diagnosis of that Jeremiah Greer, Robert Davis Snack, and Charlie Carlson, and that Art Bennett guy that's on there?
Well, we're. Am I supposed to answer the question seriously or jokingly? I'm trying to think. Should I put on my comedian hat on or my psychiatrist hat?
If you answer it seriously, you can send him a bill.
Oh, okay. Then I'll answer it seriously. Well, as I've said before, if this were the Middle Ages, we'd probably all be burnt at the stake. Now we're just we're paranormal. But I mean,
or is that abnormal?
Is that abnormal?
Abnormal or paranormal?
Well, where do you draw the line between the two? Most psychiatrists that I know are fairly open to this sort of thing. I mean, not to the extent that I am, but even I know some people who I even least suspect who, when they found out there's a 24 paranormal extravaganza in Ripley's, they raised their eyebrows and said, "Wow, I wouldn't mind going there." I think one thing I have to my advantage is I'm not the type of person who pushes my ideas on other people, and I don't sense any of you are either. We have our way of looking at things, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that I can't even say I've met you yet, Jeremiah. That hasn't happened yet. It will happen next week.
That's
but
right.
I'm very thankful I met Charlie Carlson, and he introduced me to your show, and because of that, I met Art and the rest of you, or at least I know the rest of you. I've talked to you over the phone and such things.
Yeah, it's.
So I'm gonna get the blame for introducing you to. Oh my goodness gracious, you're gonna hate me.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know what Jeremiah says behind my back. He probably yells at you behind my back, but at least on the air, I think he'll say thank you. Right, Jeremiah?
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, right. I think Charlie is questioning whether you're happy that he introduced us.
Well, of course I am.
Person, though, I mean, we'll wait to see what the impact is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, everybody's different on air, so no. But no, yeah, I mean, Gary, you've been on the show numerous times. We always love having you on. Our listeners love you. That's for sure. You always pack the chat room, man. So I mean, Charlie has introduced many great people to us. I think, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure, Scott. We may have met you through Charlie as well. I'm not sure. To be honest.
You sure did.
I'm sure, yeah. So quite a few. I remember Charlie was on the show the first time. After that, he sent me this massive list of people. I was like, hey, I enjoyed the show. These guys will probably enjoy it too. Tell them I sent you. And
I sent all the weird and wacky ones to you.
You did.
I resemble that.
So, of course, I went down the list and emailed everybody within a couple days. But it was
I
well
love
worth
being
it.
on the show because it pays so well.
That's right. That's right. We pay our guests. That's right.
And they give you such enormous raises. I mean, a 600% increase. 0 times 600 is still 0, but that's, you know.
Yeah, I won't tell you guys, but Jeremiah paid me to call in. You know.
That's right. By the way,
trying to get him in trouble, are you?
By the way, I on that note, I need to correct something, and that is the total value of prize packages we are giving away is now $10,000. So
Is now what?
is now $10,000 because I just gave Art about $15,000 worth of it.
Oh.
But no.
Well, I gotta get off the line. So
All right.
Yeah, I'll be talking to all you guys later. So.
All right, Art. Well, we appreciate you calling in.
You.
All right. You have a good night.
All right, thanks, Art. All right, I tell you what, I've lost track of all the people that even are online with us anymore. We still got Robert, right?
I'm here.
Okay, I know that's Charlie.
I'm lowering my seat again.
Of course, we've
Sounds
got.
like Charlie's got the blender going, making another, mixed drink.
Yeah. Okay. I've got it now. I'm back on track. Well, guys, we're going to take a break here in a few minutes, as we normally do. But before we do, we'll chat for a few more minutes here. I tell you that this. As you can see, we're going to have a lot of fun with this event. You just get us all on a phone call, it gets a little nutty. Imagine us all in the same room. That's going to be. That's scary, actually. I'm
Hey,
not
when we
sure.
come back, can I do a card trick?
Can you do a card trick?
Yeah, when we come back.
Yes, you can do a card
Okay,
trick
good.
when we come back.
A psychic card trick.
A psychic card trick.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that when we come back. And, of course, what? Who?
I think we're going to have to behave ourselves over there, though, Jeremiah. I've heard a rumor that, the National Park Service has decided they're going to reopen the prison there at Castillo de San Marcos, just in case.
I wouldn't blame them because just on this phone call, there's probably a few beheading that way. But
Notice he says beheading.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of great people coming down. Not only just our guests but our listeners. It's going to be amazing. I think we're going to have a great turnout. Of course, all kinds of stuff going on. We're going to have our T-shirts and books and CDs, DVDs. It's crazy. And when we come back, hopefully Love will be calling in. He sent me a message, said something about calling in about 30 minutes or so, but give him an hour. By the time the show ends, I'm sure he'll call in. And we got the Professor Slim King in the chat room as well. I'm sure he'll probably call in at some point. He usually calls into the show, so hopefully we'll get him to call in.
That's why I want to do that card trick.
Aha, I see. And anybody else that wants to call in. But I tell you what, we are going to let's go ahead and take this quick little break. And we'll come back. We'll continue talking with Robert, Scott, and Charlie, Gary, and anybody else that calls in and wants to hang out with us tonight. We're just going to have some fun tonight. It is the pre-show for the 24-hour anniversary bash, taking place all day, April the 18th at Ripley's, believe it or not, in St. Augustine, Florida. Going to be a lot of fun.
Visit www.shadowsinthedarkradio.com today to sign up for our free newsletter, join as a member of our forum, or browse our online store where you can find books, CDs, and DVDs, like a signed copy of The President's Vampire by Robert Damon Schneck, or the complete works of Dr. Gary Frick for only $20. That's 4 books signed by Dr. Frick that carry a great message. You will also find downloadable products like Mysteries Magazine and the Donald Kehoe interviews, DVDs featuring Charlie Carlson and Mr. Lobo. So go to www.shadowsinthedarkradio.com today and be a part of the show.
Have you been wondering what gift to get that special person in your life? Then you need to visit Mountain View Candle Works, your one-stop headquarters for candles, fountains, specialty foods, and much more. Just visit www.mountainviewcandleworks.com. We make your candles with mountain care.
You are listening to Shadows in the Dark, broadcasting live at shadowsinthedarkradio.com and Dark Plains Radio at darkplainsradio.com. The show can also be heard as a rebroadcast at ParaX at para-x.com and available as a podcast at Black Vault Radio at blackvaultradio.com and Planet Paranormal at planetparanormal.com. Welcome back, everyone, to our 24-hour anniversary bash pre-show. And just to clarify, no, we're not going 24 hours. I think we scared one of our wonderful guests tonight. Thought we were going 24 hours. But, Scott, don't fret. We're only going an hour longer. But, no, we're just, hanging out tonight and just talking about the upcoming event and anything that's changed or that we've added on, because we're still adding stuff on. I can't believe it. At some point, I guess we've got to call it quits. But why? Why, what's the point? But, before we went to the break there, Charlie Carlson, the master of the weird.
Master of the weird, yes.
Yes, said he was going to do a card trick for us.
Yes, I have to do this because I know Professor Slim King is probably in the chat room, or he's probably listening, and everybody thinks that he's such a psychic and he makes these predictions and stuff. So I've got to do this. And so, Jeremiah, I'm holding 3 cards here that I've selected at random from a standard deck of cards. I've got a card on the left and a card on the right and a card in the middle. I want you to pick one of those cards.
Pick one?
Yeah.
I guess you want me to tell you which one?
Yeah, the one on the left, the one on the right, or the one in the middle?
I'm taking the right.
You're taking the one on the right, okay? I'm discarding the other 2, all right? So I'm looking at that card that you picked. What I'm doing is I'm sending my thoughts as I look at that card to you. Now, we're not facing each other. You're in a different state. I want you to tell me what card I'm looking at.
Okay, well, first you got to stop sending the kind of offensive thoughts first.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm
thank you.
my mind. All right, now I'm looking at the card now. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say you want number and or face or whatever, and suit.
Face card, number card, whatever. Yeah, the suit and all that. Yeah.
Okay, 3 of hearts.
3 of hearts is what you think that I'm looking at. Is that correct?
That's what I'm thinking.
You're picking up.
That's what I'm picking
guess
up.
What?
What?
You're absolutely right.
Holy cow!
Wow. Hey, okay, amazing, huh?
That is amazing.
Slim King do something like that, huh? Whoa, man, that is good stuff.
I think that's a challenge to you out there.
It is. It's a challenge. It's a direct challenge to Slim King.
Yes, and
Wait a minute. That was a trick deck. They all contain the 3 of hearts. You can't fool me.
There's always somebody that's got to give the trick away.
All right, so there's the challenge to the Professor Slim King, who is hanging out in the chat room. So we'll see if he accepts the challenge and calls in at 828-398-4727. Of course, we're still waiting for a call from Olaf Phillips. We'll see if that happens tonight. Yes, he is lost in virtual world somewhere. I think he took a wrong turn. But again, and of course, anybody can call in tonight. Area code 828-398-4727. Now, one other thing I want to mention is that when we get to Saturday during the 24-hour broadcast, we will have in place a toll-free number. Hey, look, I can't believe it. It is none other than our conspiracy researcher / nut. Hello, Olaf Phillips.
That would be nut/conspiracy researcher, please, Jeremiah.
Oh, I apologize. I'll just stick with nut.
Yes, why don't you just call me a
call
nut?
Nut.
So
let's get back to brass tacks here. I am just the Shadows in the Dark nut.
Yes, you are. But no, we weren't talking bad about you or anything before you called in, by the way. But as I was as I was saying, as I was rudely interrupted by Olaf's phone call, we will have a toll-free number in place for the 24-hour broadcast. Now, What the heck was that?
This is a pretty rinky-dink operation.
It is rinky-dink. But just wait till like hour number 16 on Saturday. But no, yes, we will have a toll-free number in place, so we're trying to make it as easy as possible for our guests to call in and win fabulous prizes right here on Shadows in the Dark. But Olav, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. I am a little nasally. I do apologize for that.
I am
now
too.
I know why I'm starting to cough. You guys are giving me cyber fizz.
Yes, we
Everybody's
are.
sick on this thing.
Jeez.
We have a doctor in the room, though. We have a
He's
doctor in the room.
psychiatrist, so he can't help us.
A psychiatrist. I think I need both, but I am a nut, right?
But but we've been chatting a little bit, Olav. Now that you have joined us, I don't know why, where you are, why you're running late, whatever your story is. That's all, whatever.
You gave me the wrong phone number.
Oh yes, I did, didn't I?
He did that on purpose.
Of course.
but no. So I mean, we've been talking about some of the.
Ready to go.
Yeah. All the wonderful things that we have going on during this 24-hour broadcast. You're going to be part of it. You're going to be an on-air guest at what time? 3 a.m.
I think it's 3 a.m. Yeah.
Yes, 3 a.m. our time, East Coast time. There, Mr. West Coaster. But yes. So, that's not too bad for you then. It's just like midnight.
No.
Well, since Charlie did the card trick, I mean, we can get Olaf to walk on Lake Tahoe.
There we go.
Sure, I can do that.
You missed the amazing card trick, by the way.
Oh, what was the amazing card trick?
I'm not doing it again.
I should be investigating?
Yeah, we can't do it again because...
Yeah, the Weirdmeister dazzled us with his, incredible brilliance.
abilities.
Yes.
A great magician does not show his trick twice in one day.
That's right. That is right. But
So what am I thinking about right now, then?
Right now? You want me to tell you what you're thinking about right now?
The Geico girl.
What?
The Geico girl.
No.
You're thinking about... my mind just went blank. I can't do it now.
You got it.
He's got a blank mind.
Man, you're uncanny.
But
that's good. We got to take you on the road.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
I will be on it at 3 a.m.
Yes, 3 a.m. Hopefully you'll be over your cold too, as well as myself. If not, we'll be nasally together.
Yes, I think that's probably in the cards.
Yes, it is. Which we can have that, we can have the cards read to double check once we're there at St. Augustine, by the way.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I foresee that both of you are going to be well by that time.
Well, you nailed the empty mind, so I'm going to have to go with you on this one.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm putting a lot of faith in the Master of the Weird's psychic abilities tonight.
He is the Master of the Weird.
Yes, he is. But I tell you, what else do we have going on at the event that we haven't really talked about? There's so much going on.
The Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes.
Holder. Al Glenecki, right?
Yes, Al Glenecki will be on location with us. He is a Guinness Book of World Record. Not only one, not two, not three, but 4 Guinness World Records he does hold. And all of them deal with the fastest time of tying cherry stems into knots with only his tongue. Now,
wow.
Yeah, so he'll probably be on location tying cherry stem knots for everybody.
Yes, ladies, he's available for private parties after the event.
Can I ask a favor of you, Jeremiah?
Yes.
Since I will not be present, actually on site, I was unable to do that this year. Could you get me a cherry stem?
Yes. And
with
maybe
a note from him that's signed that says "I am the Guinness Book of World Records." I would find that very cool.
I will get you one. Do you want me to dry it off first, or do you want to?
Yes, please. You
Okay.
can go ahead and dry it.
Okay, but no, I mean I mean it's an amazing record. Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely amazing record.
Yeah, his the main one that he's got is the most in an hour, which he tied 911 in 1 hour. 911.
With his tongue.
Yes, with his tongue. And of course, the professor in the chat room saying a signed cherry stem. Maybe maybe he's got the same skills. You know, ever seen those people that sign the rice in the mall and everything? Maybe he can do that. That would be cool.
Just a separate, just a post-it is fine.
Just a post-it. Okay.
I just want context, you know.
All right. I will. We will make that possible just for you. Just for you.
My special request. Oh, by the way, just to mention for my time on the show, I will also be hanging out in the chat room throughout the day, so
Wonderful.
I'll be trying to be as participatory as I can.
Yep. And of course, another one. Someone mentioned in the chat room there. How could we forget? But the tin foil hat contest.
Oh yes, tell us about that.
Yes, we have it. We have Shadows in the Dark's first ever tin foil hat contest. This will take place at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to march you right through the broadcast room while you sport your tin foil hat. You know, there's nothing like having beams, or having messages beamed into your head, but at least you can do it in style with a nice tin foil hat. So there will be prizes for first, second, and third place. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take your picture. And the Professor Slim King is asking, what can they win? Well, we're not telling. And that's the truth. We're not telling.
There's so much good stuff that you have that I don't think that they're going to be disappointed.
No,
What are we up to now? Like $30,000 worth of stuff?
Yeah, 25, 30,000. It's crazy, but we released the information on one prize package tonight, and that's it. From this point on, no one will know what they win until they win it. So when we have a giveaway, we'll say first caller or whatever the case may be. If it's somebody, if we're giving away to someone on site with us, whatever we do, they will not know what they win until we say, okay, you are a winner, and this is what you won.
What was the prize pack that you announced?
We announced the one that we're going to be giving away from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. when Jonathan Gray is on with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
is that the biggest one?
No, they're all about the same in size. I'll say that. Nobody's going to get cheated, and get like one item. You're going to get multiple items. Usually, I think there's no less than 9 items in a package. Some do have a little bit more.
Do you have any Mysteries magazines that you're giving away?
Mysteries magazine. I don't know if we have. I don't think we. I don't think we got enough to give away. I'm not sure. I think we only received like 2,000 copies or something. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
I have to say it's a phenomenal magazine.
Yes, and of course,
it's a great magazine.
And on that note, if we can go ahead and mention it again because it seems like we got a lot of new people kind of tuning in tonight. Mysteries Magazine, yes, we are Shadows in the Dark. Actually, it's going to be Shadows Media. A new business that we're starting up. We'll be purchasing Mysteries Magazine, and we'll continue the publication of that magazine on a quarterly basis. And we're really looking forward to this because this is going to be a fun venture for us. We're all excited about it. I don't think we've shut up about it. But
I haven't.
But it's a beautiful magazine. Kim has always done a great job with it, and we're really excited that we're going to be taking continuing the magazine. So look forward to that.
I just read a nice article in Mysteries Magazine this afternoon. I was browsing through it, and I was amazed at some of the articles in there, and I came up on one that had to do with whale puke. And I read that, and I didn't realize that whale puke was worth so much money. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, you don't know too much about whale puke, do you?
No, not one of my expertise. No.
Yeah, they make perfume out of it. It's called ambergris or something like that. But I'm going to walk the beach now to see if I can find some whale puke. I'll be rich.
You know, we had a whale wash up on the beach here not too long ago. I should have gone out there.
And stomped up and down on him, and he got some whale puke. You'd be rich.
That's insane.
It was a gray whale.
By the way, there's a question in the chat room as to whether Charlie is doing any book signings. I certainly will be. This is Dr. Frey. Are you doing any book signings, Charlie?
I'm going. Most certainly. If somebody brings their books, or I'll sign anything except a check. Whatever. I'll sign your car, your shoe. It doesn't make any difference. Bring it. I'll sign it.
Bring it and I'll sign it. And of course,
I'll sign Dr. Frick's book.
You'll sign Dr. Frick.
I think most of those who are there with books are gonna be signing. Robert, you plan on signing some books as well, right?
That's right.
Yep. I'll be there too. I don't have any books, but I got some pictures. I'll be signing. If anybody wants one, I don't know why you would. But
I do.
You're a big fan. But yeah, so I mean, we're gonna have a lot of stuff. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on there. That's I tell you what, if you find yourself being bored during this event, then God help us, we screwed up somewhere.
If you're bored during this event, you need to tell us.
Yeah.
You need to tell us that you are actually bored.
Yeah, because I don't know where that's going to happen.
I think
I don't think anybody's going to be bored.
Yeah,
and they'll send you off to the lumberyard promptly.
Yeah. So now, one other thing I wanted to one other thing I wanted to get out there. We mentioned it earlier, and that was the Swamp Ape giveaways that Scott, you and Pangea Institute have so gratefully donated to be a part of this event. In order to register for those, I don't think we really mentioned that. In order to register for that, you can do it online or you can do it on site. To do it online, all you got to do is go to shadows24.com. That is the number 24. So shadows24.com, and there's, I think somewhere it says register or something along those lines, but it's a survey. It's just a simple quick little survey. Fill it out, hit submit. When you hit submit, you are entered into the drawing, so make sure to get your name in that. You can only enter one time into each one. You can enter both, but only one time. So
and what do you win?
We'll let Scott tell us again.
Well, we're going to do 2 swamp ape expeditions a year. One usually in the spring or early summer, and another one in the fall. The winner can pick either one, and tag along with us and take it as though it's one of my practicum classes for the university. So that's going to be kind of an interesting thing. Everybody who's been on them has loved them. So, and we do uncover some extremely interesting and anomalous material almost each time we go out. Of course, there's no guarantees, but you might actually catch a glimpse of Stinky and family. So you never know.
Mm-hmm.
And can I enter for this, or am I excluded?
You're excluded.
Damn it. I may be a guest, but I do desperately want to win.
Members of SID and their families and affiliates are...
Exactly. Anybody affiliated with this show or with this event will not be eligible to win. So... Because if that,
but that does not mean that we cannot work out some sort of accommodation.
There we go. So, but
Jeremiah, just the quality of the stuff you're giving away. I have to be blunt and honest here. I've just never seen any other radio show ever that I've ever been a listener to that's given away the quality of what you give away. This is just really good stuff. This is not crap. This is really good stuff.
Because he stole it all.
That's right. Shh. No,
I know there's a box in the mail that he stole from me.
But no,
the expedition alone's kind of cool because there are outfits out there doing Bigfoot hunts, and they're charging like between $400 and $800 a pop just to tag along. So it's a pretty good deal.
Now, and I'll tell you something funny about the giveaways, and I was speaking, I won't say who or anything like that, but I was speaking with someone in terms of stuff we were giving away, and they said, well, less is more. And I just busted out laughing. I said, no, not with this.
Oh, no.
I said, no, buddy. We're going to be giving away as much as we can. By the way, do you have anything you'd like to donate? So, but we did get some stuff. But no, it's, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's like $25,000, $30,000 worth of stuff. It's crazy. It's insane. Swamp Ape Expeditions, cast, books, CDs, signed books, we're going to take, a matter of fact, some of the things that will be added in is we'll have a couple of the event T-shirts and the event programs, and all those guests that will be on location, like Charlie and Robert Scott, Dr. Frick, Professor Slim King, all those that you will see that will be on site, the Ripley's folks, etc. We're going to have everybody sign a couple of the event programs as well as a couple of the event T-shirts that will be included in some of these prize packages. So you'll get one of those, which I think is awesome. We kind of did that last year. Of course, there was we had like 3 signatures: me, Charlie, and Alav. Well, we did give one of those away.
To sign it as well.
That means I have to mail it to you. You have to mail it back, all that kind of stuff. Some of these are on.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you a Post-it. And you can just paste it on.
But God, I can take and make.
I want to participate.
I can forge your name. I got your signature from last year because remember I kept one of the shirts. I had one signed for myself.
Even I didn't get a completely signed one.
You didn't, did you? Uh-oh. But I mean, we've got, last year we had like 50 shirts. This year we have 200. We've got 200 shirts to give away. So, not to give away, but we're going to be selling some as well. Yeah, so.
And you can buy them now where?
You can buy them now at anomalies.net, right? No, Shadows in the...
No.
No, you can, yes, you can go ahead and buy an event T-shirt at shadowsinthedarkradio.com. Just click on the link that says store. You'll see the image. It says click here to visit our web store. You can buy the event program in PDF format for only $1. You can also buy
it now.
That's right. You can also buy a Shadows in the Dark T-shirt. We finally got some in. So many people bugged us about it. Now we have them. Shadows in the Dark T-shirts. They're awesome. The logo's great. I think we finally settled on a nice logo. Alav and Robert, you guys have seen it. I think it's great.
It's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you, it's one of the best logos out there.
Yeah. So and what we've done, I have to say thanks to Alav and to Night Owl, who is one of our regular listeners, who did inform me. Her computer's messed up, why she's not been with us the last couple shows. But it's actually a mix of 2 concepts from you guys that kind of created the logo. One, the way the wordage was came from Night Owl, and of course the hand in the background is from concepts Alav put together for a lot of our designs for the 24-hour anniversary bash. So I thought, wow, you know what? Let's mix them both. And voila, we had a logo. So I think it's great. And that's what's on the front of the Shadows in the Dark T-shirts. So, and you can see a picture of that at our web store. So make sure to check those out. Very reasonably priced, $12. We have large, extra large. We do have 2X. They're $14. The event T-shirts are $16. We have small through extra large. 2X is $18. So I think that's some of the cheapest prices of T-shirts out there as well, especially for an event.
They're also nice shirts. I mean, they're not crappy shirts. I mean, they're nice, good quality shirts. So.
Yes, they definitely are. So they're.
I still to wear the one from last year.
I know. That's. I'm wearing mine right now, as a matter of fact. So.
Have you washed
it? Mine right now, but.
Yeah. Have I washed it?
Yes, I washed it. Yeah. I actually did wash it.
Oh,
yeah.
I know, it's amazing, but.
Yeah, mine have been washed many, many times because I've got 2 of them, one for me, one for my wife, and we both have wore them all the time, and they're very comfortable shirts.
Very comfortable shirts.
Yeah.
Are you wearing one now?
I am.
You are?
I am.
What else are you wearing?
Do you really want to know?
No. Dark boxer shorts They're $7.99 at shadowsinthedarkradio.com.
I'm just thanking my lucky stars. This is not a video show.
We have small, medium, large, and extra large. Canes.
An elephantine.
Oh, that's just wrong.
And for the women out there.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah.
Does this T-shirt make me look fat?
I think it'll allow you to shed about 10 pounds. And
yes.
that's I'm sure you'll be in the poster that's coming out. The Man of Shadows in the Dark Radio.
Yeah, but
no, I heard that the next big project is they're doing a Shadows in the Dark calendar with centerfolds.
Yeah,
that'll be 12 months of Jeremiah in different poses, and this is Jeremiah dressed up as a swamp ape.
Yeah, but no, it's we have a lot of great things in coming down the pipes. I tell you, a lot of wonderful things coming up for Shadows in the Dark, and those who are involved with us. We've got a bunch of creative minds at work here, which is kind of a little bit of a downfall for us too, because we have so many great ideas we can't do them all. But
is that creative minds there, Jeremiah, or is that twisted minds?
I think yeah, probably a little bit of both. But no, I'm trying to think of, we've got so much going on at this 24-hour show. Gosh, it's hard to even remember if we said anything. Have we? We mentioned the scavenger hunt. It starts at 11 o'clock. We've got that, so we're going to send you on a scavenger hunt through St. Augustine. We apologize if you do end up in Canada or something like that. But hey, it's part of the scavenger hunt. Just make sure you're back to claim your prize.
I got to figure it out on that scavenger hunt is to buy a ticket on that Ripley's Red train. You can get off and on that the train comes by every 20 minutes or something like that.
Right.
And you can cover the city in no time. That is the secret to winning the scavenger hunt.
Yes.
Or you can flip it, but that's going to take longer.
Yes.
And then when you finally get to the airport and you board that 737 that's flying north, that's okay. That's part of it too.
Right. Exactly. Don't worry. It's an international scavenger hunt.
We're sending you to find the Yeti.
Yes, we are. You will be required to bring Bigfoot hair back. I think also some parts from the Roswell crash. Is that right, Charlie?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that explains the one-way flight to Area 51.
And I think we want some crystals from Atlantis and some rock from Lemuria.
But no, it's going to be great. Charlie put together.
Now, listen, you said something about swamp ape, Harry. We got Stinky and Smelly, running around there so far. I think Odoriferous is going to show up, but no fair pulling it out of them.
Yes, yeah.
Stinky
be
and
nice.
What's the other one's name?
We got Stinky, Smelly, and Odoriferous expected to show up. I haven't got an RSVP from Odoriferous, but she's way back in the woods right now and
why isn't one named Snowy? Is it a white one?
No, there's no Snowy. Stinky and Smelly.
Oh, Stinky and Snowy. Smelly or Smelly?
Stinky and Smelly.
Oh, Stinky and Smelly. Oh,
yes, say Kelly and drop the K and put an SM in there.
Okay, I got you.
So, but yeah, I mean, the scavenger hunt's going to be great. Charlie put that together for us. Once it starts at 11, you'll get what you need to do at that time. I think what is it? First three back get a prize package, right, Charlie?
That's right. Yeah, first one's back.
If they come back,
yes.
If they bring the stuff back, they're supposed to bring back.
Right. With correct answers.
Basically, you're really bringing back answers. You're going out to find the answers to things.
Charlie, that's enough. Don't tell them what to look for.
Okay, I take that back.
You're spoiling the surprise.
I would like a Jaguar J6.
Man, I tell you, I'm just
Stream 5.
trying to look here, see what anything else that we have missed. Of course,
Gary and Richard Lester are going to have some really neat displays too. I understand.
Yep, that's right.
They've got some stuff from them. The Hollywood director, Ted Mickles, who's B movies. I think wowed all of us with corpse grinders and things like that. And I believe they got a whole bunch of props and things. So
yeah, they got some movie props from those weird movies. the real thing that were in the movies.
Yeah.
The haunted brick, right, Charlie?
Oh, the Roswell brick, the haunted Roswell brick. It's got quite a history behind it. In fact, they told me that they were having to add some extra insurance to that just to protect themselves, because the story is anybody who touches that brick end up with something happening to their hand. That's the history of it. But you won't be able to touch the brick. You can only look at the brick. So this is the only place that you're going to see a haunted brick. You've heard of haunted houses.
That thing's more dangerous than the Hope Diamond.
It is. Owen Slider, who's also supposed to be on the radio show while we're up there, he put his tongue to it, and his tongue swelled up, and he spoke gibberish for about 2 weeks. So,
wow, that explains why he's not returning phone calls.
Yes, no kidding.
Yeah.
Or emails.
Yes,
Jeremiah.
Yes.
Speaking of B movies, you're having the Cinema Insomnia B movie guy on, right?
Yes, Mr. Mr. Lobo will be on at 2:00 in the morning. We always have a blast when he is on. He's a load of fun. So he'll be on with us. I mean, this list goes on. You know what? We haven't really kind of talked about exactly who's all coming on.
Well, how about Ed Meyer? You got to mention Ed Meyer.
Wait. I'm going to just pull up the list, and let's just tell everybody exactly who's coming on. That's the easiest way to do it.
And remember to buy one of the program guides, because I believe that's all listed in there, is it not?
Yes, it is. The everything that's going on is listed in the program guides. Of course, we'll have a printed version. If you are coming down there, we'll have a printed version for you to pick up. But you can get the online version, PDF version, for $1 in our store. Take that, recession. All right. And of course you can check out the shadows24.com website for a lot of information as well.
And you can buy it at the store.
Yes. Okay, here's who we have coming on. Here's the lineup. Our first guest is Chad Alston from. He'll be on at 1:00 in the morning. Chad Alston is he's a paranormal researcher who his expertise is really in EVPs. He's dealt with a lot of audio. He's an expert in audio. Great guy, very deep voice. It's something like this. So it would be great. He's a lot of fun. Of course, Mr. Lobo at 2 a.m. Ola Philippets. I can't pronounce that. I can't pronounce. No, at 3 o'clock, Olav Phillips will be on. We'll be talking about conspiracies and what exactly is behind the shadows of the world that we think we know. At 4 o'clock a.m., we have James Willis. Some know him as Jim Willis. He is the author of Weird Ohio, co-author of Weird Ohio, Weird Indiana, founder of Ghost of Ohio. Great guy. 5 o'clock, 5 in the morning, and Robert, I want you to tell us about this guy, Dr. Peter Darbin.
Peter is an expert on parasitic worms. We are getting one of the leading people on the worms that live in our skin, in our eyes, in our hair, under our scalp, and also infest animals.
Yes. So.
Okay.
There's a cherry subject.
Yes, we talk about everything. Yes. We talk about everything on here, and I want to say real fast, Night Owl has joined us in the chat room. So, Night Owl, we have been talking about you, but it has all been good stuff. So nice to have you in the chat room.
Well, actually, and I'm just reading what Night Owl said about parasitic worms. They're actually in the news right now in New York City because there's a parasitic worm from raccoons that have infested some children. It's gotten into their brains and their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, what fun!
Yeah, there's one I know of that gets in your brain. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, so
Isn't that the one from Africa?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, now how did it get into a raccoon, which got over here, which is now getting into people here?
Do I need to take over the rest of the show, or should we just,
the Illuminati did it.
That's
it's all DARPA, baby.
See, that's how interesting that subject is. See, we just mentioned it, and all of a sudden,
Stock Institute.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want, for crying out loud? I'm a cryptozoologist.
That's true. Okay, here we go.
Crypto-anthropologist, excuse me.
That's right.
Did I just say that?
I'm sorry, that's just funny. I don't think. Yeah, I told you about that, Scott. Yeah, I did. Okay, but moving on. 6 o'clock. We're.
Oops.
6 o'clock in the morning, we will be talking with the survivors of the Ghost Tour, the Ripley's Ghost Train Adventure. Of course, that is if it takes place at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're still waiting on a confirmation from that. At 7 o'clock, we had...
All right.
From
interest in the show.
Yeah. I told you the show was going to be crazy tonight. At 7 o'clock...
It's a family-friendly show.
Yes, it is. At 7 o'clock, we're going to have Anthony Peake on. Anthony, he will be talking about his theory, Cheating the Ferrymen. We had him on not too long ago and found it so fascinating that we decided to invite him to the 24-hour broadcast. Owen Slider, America's Skeptical Ghost Hunter, will be on at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock a.m., we have Robert Damon Schneck. Robert Damon.
Special treat for all of you.
Yes. Yes, the special treat. We have at 10 o'clock... From 10 to 10:30, we have Carl Miranda, who called in a little bit earlier into the show tonight. We'll be talking about Drum for Wellness and what he does, through rhythmic instruments. It's great stuff. I'm looking forward to that one. Of course, Al Glanicki, the Guinness World Record holder, will be on at 10:30 to 11. 11 to 12, Ed Schaefer, the manager of the St. Augustine Ripley's, as well as Ralph Ingwerson, the director of the Ghost Train Adventure, will be joining us. 12 to 1 p.m. This is one, you know what, no offense to you guys, but this is the interview I'm waiting for. From 12 to 1 p.m., we have Ed Meyer. Ed Meyer is the guy who pretty much took over Robert Ripley's place when he died in 1949. He's the one who's responsible for going out and finding these believe it or nots that are displayed all in the Ripley's museum. So, I mean, this guy's going to have some stories, and I want to hear them. So
am I hearing you correctly? He's basically the head of Ripley's, believe it or not?
He's not the head. He's the vice president of exhibits and archives. So he's the guy they send out when they get a word, that something strange is in Egypt. That's the guy they send.
He's been doing this for decades, it sounds like.
For 40 years or something.
He's been working with them for 30 years now.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That is interesting.
Yeah, so wow. I mean that's going to be one heck of a interview.
I don't think he's been interviewed too many times now. From what I gather, that's a pretty hard interview to get. All just aside.
Oh, yeah.
That's that you're not going to get anywhere else. And this is,
we're kind of lucky on some of these Ripley's interviews, to be honest, because most of the time when the Ripley's has some kind of radio interview, they have Tim O'Brien, who is their PR guy. He's the one who usually does the interviews. So we're kind of tapping into a little bit beyond that. And speaking of
really
which,
stepping up to really support the show. I mean, I've been very impressed with all the work that Ripley's has done for the show.
Yep. And speaking of which, another Ripley's folk will be joining us from 1 to 1:30, and that's Barry Anderson. Barry is the director of their art department. So these wax figures, these replicas, all this stuff that you see in all the Ripley's museums, he is the guy behind a lot of that. Of course, he's also he's had experience in special effects and things along those lines too. 1:30 to 2 p.m. Al Going Back. He is a Native American novelist who uses Native American folklore in his novels that deal with hauntings and horror and stuff like that. So that should be a fun one there. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Charlie Carlson, some guy. I don't know. We won't worry about it. Moving on. Charlie will be on during that time. Now this one, I love this one because this is the first time as well that this is ever going to take place. From at 3 p.m., Linda Godfrey and Nick Redfern will be interviewed together. They have never been interviewed together. Linda's interviewed Nick, but they have never been interviewed by a show together. So that's the first time for them.
And Jeremiah, Linda has a new book coming out.
Yes, that's right. She does. So we'll be talking about that, and of course Nick puts out a book about every 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm sure he's got a new one he's working on. But I mean, that's going to be a great one there. And then 4 to 5, this guy Dr. Gary Frick. I've heard he's kind of crazy, but yeah. So
it's the message, not the messenger. Anyway, I want to add something. Mm-hmm. I'll be doing some book signings, and I'll be selling books, and I'll be giving some books away too.
Will that be at the museum there, or will that be at the Casa Monica?
Oh, no. That'll be at the museum. You don't have to take a trek all the way to Casa. Actually, I have an idea, Jeremiah. I'll be in the Casa Monica when you interview me. How does that sound?
That would be perfect.
It would be nice if he could interview you in the jacuzzi.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. You interview me while I'm in the jacuzzi. By the way, I have a question for you, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
The 2 people from Ripley's you were talking about, are they going to be live?
All the Ripley's.
Are they going to be there physically or over the phone?
No, all the Ripley's folks will be there.
Wow. Anybody dead on this thing, do we?
Yeah. So
they'll be taking a trek then. They probably don't live in Florida. I mean, if they're over all the Ripleys, they could live anywhere. Right?
Well, no. Well, their main headquarters is in Orlando, so most of them, all of them are Orlando. Yeah, I think most of them are Orlando a little bit. So they're all making the drive, though. I mean, it's I think one said they had about a 4-hour drive or something like that. So
that's still, that's a lot of work.
Well, and it's still great that they're going to be there on location, have a presence there. I mean, they're excited about this show as much as we are.
That's great.
Yeah. So, all right, 5 p.m., we're going to have Mark Moran, Mark Securman, and Joanne Alston. That is the folks behind the whole Weird U.S. series. I think Charlie, that Charlie Carlson guy's written for them, wrote for them, whatever the correct grammar is.
They're my creative bosses.
Yeah, so, Linda has, James Willis also has books through them. I mean, quite a few people. That's a great series. Great. And as a matter of fact, we also have some of those available in the Shadows in the Dark web store.
And how do you get to that store?
Well, you visit www.shadowsinthedarkradio.com and click on the link that says store, or the image over on the right-hand side that says click here to view our web store. But we have quite a few.
It's easy to do.
It's simple. But we also, of course, 6 o'clock, the tinfoil hat contest. 7 o'clock, we have Florida's very own cryptozoologist, Scott Marlowe. So Scott will be joining us during that hour.
Yes, and I'll have a couple of books to sign and things, too, if people want them.
Wonderful. 8 to 8:30 p.m. will be Joe Citro. This guy is also another one of the Weird U.S. writers. He was part of the Weird New England, as well as many other books dealing with the strange and unusual that surrounds the New England states. Wonderful. He's been on the show before. Great interview. 8:30 to 9 p.m. is the secret interview. That is a secret, and I'm not telling about it.
Well, what is that?
It's a secret. I can't tell you. It's a secret.
You give us a hint?
I don't know if I've even told. I don't know if I've even told any of you guys.
Tell me.
Is it somebody we all heard of?
I'm not telling. It's a secret.
I know the secret.
That's right. Alav does know the secret.
How does he know?
Because he knows the secret.
I asked.
That's right.
It's compensation for not being able to get any prizes.
That's right.
I'm the conspiracy nut. Hello, guys.
That's right. He hacked into my computer.
I have to know how to get people to tell me stuff.
All right. From 9 at 9 o'clock, the Professor Slim King will be joining us as well. And from 10 to 11, our last guest of the night will be Jonathan Gray. I love having Jonathan Gray on. Anything about forbidden archaeology, we've had quite a few. I have to say, by far, Jonathan is my favorite. I just, I love to hear that Australian accent. I, love to hear him call me Jeremy all throughout the show. It's just a lot of fun. He likes to kind of cut up too. So, and then of course we'll close out the show from 11 to 12. Have a little bit of fun. We'll be playing that best of clips that everybody loves so much. I've added a bunch of stuff to it. It's like 25 minutes long. It's insane. So.
Did you get that one of me? I forget what I said, but. That one you always make fun of me about?
Is it the one where you cursed on the air? No, yeah.
No, that was me.
That's right. That's what you need.
This is Dr. Fred. Was I the first one to ever do that, Jeremiah?
On our new server, you were. On the old one, Alav, yeah, he beat everybody to the punch on that one.
Yeah, you can't even use those words for illustrated purposes. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like it's kind of like I'm Mark Twain and you're banning my books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm no freedom of creative expression. No, I'm just teasing.
Which one?
I'll use bleep from now on.
Which one are you talking about, Olav? I'm not sure because there's a bunch of stuff in
there. There was one. I'll tell you later.
Okay, you tell me.
No, but Olav, what set you off to? Was it for educational purposes or illustrative purposes, or did somebody see you off and you?
There was one in particular that happened at the last 24-hour broadcast that was commenting it. For the listeners, you know, we've upgraded the service. You know, we now broadcast ourselves, but back then we used a company that shall be not named, and I made a offhanded 4-letter remark about their technical ability.
Yeah, and then
they made it into the archive.
Well, now, and let's not forget the Gladio show.
What did I say on that one?
You said those SOBs and those MFers.
Oh, God.
He probably suffers from Tourette's syndrome or something.
Olav, I'm an angel compared to you. I feel better now.
And I have a little boy.
and Gary, just so you know, he was not reading from a book like you were.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a book. I have to do it all from memory.
But
I can write a book. But can I use foul language if I write a book?
Use language you want to.
No, you can't do that. I learned that from personal experience. Just use the word bleep.
But
you know, funny story. I remember when I was 10, I asked my parents, "Mom, Dad, what does bleep mean?" This major league manager keeps using that word, and turned out that's when I learned what it meant.
Well, there you go. But I mean, we've
Nobody
got.
ever told me. I figured it out.
But
I started to use it.
Now the best of clips will include pieces of every show we've done from tonight on back. I'll be adding some clips from tonight, probably a bunch of clips from tonight. But no, there'll be. It's got clips from all the way back. Some are funny, some say something serious, and some off the wall. Some make no sense. It's just a good overview of what we talk about here on Shadows in the Dark. We're all over the place. I mean, we've had them, we've had psychics and mediums, we've had ghost hunters, we have UFO researchers, conspiracies we've talked about, we've had musicians, we've had people dropping phones, we've had
throat flushing.
Yes, throat singing, toilet flush. I mean, you can't really call us a paranormal talk show. We talk about everything, and it's we do focus kind of on the strange and unusual because that is kind of an interest to us all. But we're going to be getting into even more stuff. Here very soon. I'm actually working on a show where I'm going to book an actor who was in one of the Saw movies. If you've watched any of them. One of those actors that was in that, one of the victims, will be a guest on the show in the near future. So we're looking forward to that. So we're all over the place. So yes, no problem. Thank you. Well, guys, we're kind of wind down here to the last few minutes or so. Let's just go around, and anybody any last thoughts, anything like that? We'll start with you, Gary.
What the bleep?
Exactly. That is.
But I'm looking forward to it, Jeremiah.
All right.
And all of you. I'm looking forward to finally meeting a few of you, and looking forward to seeing you again, Charlie.
I'm looking forward to being there, and I want everybody that can do it to come down there and join us, because we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes. All right. So there's Charlie's words. Robert, how about yourself? Any last words? Not sounding like we're about to kill you or anything, but any last words for tonight?
Nothing much to add, except that I hope Charlie brings the dog, and I hope I hope Dr. Gary brings his prescription pad. And
Xanax. Do I hear morphine?
And I'm looking forward to it.
All
and
right.
I'm especially looking forward to meeting some of the longtime listeners.
Yes, that is definitely something. It's going to be great because we have had so many. We've changed networks a couple times, and we've had many of them. Yeah, and we've had quite a few of them continue to follow us from network to network, and now we're in a stable place, broadcasting right off of our website. What a better place to do so. Scott, how about yourself?
Well, I mean, Gary's going to have his pad. I mean.
So you're okay then, huh?
So you a Xanax man or a morphine man?
Well, I don't know. Whatever works.
Morphine.
We're probably going to need it by the time this is all over with. But we hope to see everybody down there. I'm sure we've got quite a contingent coming. I know a few people who have told me they're going to make it, including Stinky and Smelly. Hopefully, we'll hear from the others. But hey, what can I say?
Yeah, so it's going to be a blast. We've put a lot of planning into this. I mean, this is not something we just threw together. I think about 6 months of planning's been behind this, somewhere along those lines.
Oh yeah, ever been 6
or 8?
Yes,
I think it was more like 6 or 8.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a bit. We wanted to get a good jump on it this year, and I think it's all come together very well. Now, one big thing for those who are interested, we're not going to broadcast live this Thursday because I will actually be in St. Augustine. I'm going down tomorrow. I'm leaving in the morning. But on Thursday, we are going to rebroadcast last year's 24-hour anniversary. So we are going to kick that off around midnight. Now, of course, it's edited. We've cleaned it up and all that kind of stuff. So it's and it's about 19 hours, 19 hours long. So if you want to tune into that throughout the day, it will be playing, and we'll probably just let it play up until the moment we click on the mic live on that Friday night, Saturday morning, when we start the 24-hour anniversary bash for 2009 at Ripley's, believe it or not, in St. Augustine, Florida. So make sure to join us there. It's going to be a blast. All these guys on the phone going to be there, with the exception of Olav. And he's going to cry. I feel so bad.
I'm disappointed to hear that.
I am too. I'm
going to cry that I won't be there.
But it's going to be a blast. So if you can definitely make it down, please do. I don't want to sound conceited, but I think this is going to be one of the biggest events of the year, because there's going to be so much going on. And you know what? It's with Ripley's, believe it or not. Tell me how to get bigger than that. You can't do it. So it's going to be
the
great.
U.S. government coming clean about UFOs, that would probably be bigger. Short of that, I think you're off the hook.
Yes, I am off the hook, dog. Word up. So I probably...
That sounded really good.
Did you like that?
Followed closely by When Hell Freezes Over.
And When Monkeys Fly.
Pigs. Actually, Hogzilla.
Yeah. So, and of course, if you can't make it to St. Augustine, you can tune in live. It will be broadcasting live on... my gosh, where is it broadcasting live? Of course, right here on shadowsinthedarkradio.com. It will be found live on shadows24.com. It will also, I'm trying to find out. It will be broadcast.
Listeners can win some of those prizes too, right?
Yes, exactly. It will also be broadcasting live on the ParaX International server. It will be broadcasting on Nightwatch Network, KC Host Radio Network, Dark Plains Radio, and GameCon Radio. So this is being covered. The entire event is going to be covered by 6 different locations. Seven different locations. I apologize. So make sure to check that out. If you go when you go to shadows24.com and you click on the listen button, it'll have links to all of those other websites. So make sure to check those guys out, because we want to say thanks to them for basically letting us run their server for 24 hours. They're stopping all programming just for us for the day. So
that's pretty good.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
And some great networks. And, of course, if you go to ParaX International, everything's in Spanish, but it's okay. That's, whatever, bueno, or... I can't speak Spanish. So,
what are you trying to say in Spanish?
I'm trying to say it's going to be awesome.
Es muy bien.
Okay. So
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. I can say es
It's
ist
very good.
Es ist gut. Es ist gut. I can say that.
That's German.
It is. Yes, it is.
I thought that was supposed to be Das ist gut.
Well, it is good. Es ist gut. Yes. I took German for 3 years, and that's all I know.
I took Spanish for 3 years, and I know how to ask where the bathroom is.
Well, there you go. So, let's close. Let's close this show out, everyone. Next time we'll be broadcasting live. It will be from the Ripley's Museum in St. Augustine, Florida, as we broadcast the 24-hour anniversary bash on April the 18th. Make sure to tune in, or at least come down and visit us. We want to meet you all. A lot of good stuff going to be given away. Over $25,000-$30,000 worth of stuff, somewhere along those lines. I don't know. I lost count. A lot of great guests on site with us. The list is tremendous, and it will take us another 2 hours to just go over that list. But make sure to tune in, shadows24.com. We will see you then. And, of course, this has been Shadows in the Dark, where the darkness is illuminated. Good night, everyone.
Shadows in the dark.